guys, we are in Pagosa Springs, Colorado.
Hello!
And we are at Pagosa Hot Springs. We actually just found out that Pagosa Springs is home to the deepest hot spring in the world. It's more than 1,000 feet deep, which is super cool. It's called Mother Spring. Bri and I were super surprised to find out that it's not in Yellowstone or something like that. It's here in a little small town in Colorado, which is pretty cool. But we're gonna show you guys the Mother Spring, and then after that, we're gonna go do something called contrast bathing, also known as cold water therapy. Pretty much going from freezing cold water of the San Juan River to burning hot water in the hot springs heated by the Mother Spring. So it's gonna be an interesting day.
Hello! I hate being cold, so wish me luck. All right, we are about to go do the contrast bathing, and I'm gonna go get changed.
Hi, my name is Jesse Hensel. I'm the Director of Sales at the Springs Resort in beautiful Pagosa Springs, Colorado. 10 years ago, Guinness Book of World Records came and measured our hot spring. In the middle of the hot spring, there's a 2-foot wide hole. They dropped a plumb line down that and snaked it down as deep as it can go, and about 1,002 feet deep, the plumb line ran out. Well, it's deeper than the Chrysler Building is tall, it's deeper than the Hoover Dam is tall, and you could stack 3 Statue of Liberties on top of that. That's pretty deep. The Mother Spring also has minerals from the core of the earth. The healing waters from the Mother Spring come from 1,002 feet deep and contain 13 healing minerals. Among them are silica, boron, manganese, sodium, and chloride. They help to heal your muscles, relax your muscles, and have been used for therapeutic benefits for over 150 years. 150 years ago, the settlers came and noticed a 75-foot diameter hole in the ground with bubbling water. From that hole, 7 spokes emanated from that reached different little individual pools. Native Americans have been enjoying the waters of this natural hot mineral spring for generations, before others found the place special too. Legends and story about this mystical source have been studied and measured since the 1800s. Our beginnings are humble and our origins are stuff of legends. The story goes that at the bottom of the Mother Spring, the largest fish were down there, and when you catch them, if you reel them up slow enough, the Mother Spring would help cook them as they rise to the top. The Mother Spring is about 140 degrees temperature year-round. We use its minerals and its healing water with its minerals and pump that to all of our 24 hot spring pools. The Mother Spring has not only been a resource for healing, but it's also a resource for our town. We use the Mother Spring as a geothermal waters to heat the building that we're currently in. It also heats our local middle school, our courthouse, and many of the downtown establishments. As the medicinal effects of the waters were studied by the U.S. Army physicians in the 1860s, news spread and people flocked to the area. The first bathhouse was built in 1881. Captain J. McComb, U.S. Army surveyor, was one of the first settlers to write about the springs. He said, "There can scarcely be a more beautiful place on the face of the earth." As beautiful as the Mother Spring is, you can't bathe in her. She's 140 degrees year-round temperature, but we do have 24 individual pools that is heated with her mineral water. We also have a 25th pool called the Cold Plunge, which is the pinnacle of cold water therapy. Come check it out with us. So at the Springs Resort, we have some of the best contrast bathing. From the Mother Spring, we have hot spring pools that range up to 113 degrees. And next to us, we have the San Juan River, where it's a consistent 40 degrees to 47 degrees year-round. Contrast bathing is something that we invite all of our guests to do. It's something that stretches our limits and puts you out of your comfort zone, but it's a very rewarding thing. Today, we're gonna watch Kevin and Bri do some contrast bathing in this cold 45-degree San Juan River, and then they'll jump back into a hot spring pool.
You ready for it?
No.
So as we mentioned, Bri hates the cold, and now Jesse is really gonna be putting her on the hot spot with the Instagram and Facebook Live. You're not making this easy for Bri.
Nope, not at all. It's all in the fun.
How pumped are you?
Not fun.
All right, so we're starting with the Venetian pool, which is 101 degrees. Starting out hot.
How are you feeling?
I'm good, I'm excited personally.
I cannot say the same. Oh my gosh.
Can you now?
Oh! Oh my God.
You're going under.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm getting numb now. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Bri, how's it feel? Oh, good. It feels much better to be in here. Wow. The mental of going under, head under, is probably the most brutal part. But
Should I try this time?
you guys think Bri should try and get the head under? She hopped out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh man, this back and forth is brutal. Oh, it's so cold in here. You gotta do it. Go for it.
So cold. Every part of my body is freezing.
He said try to stay for like 30 seconds to a minute in the cold, but it is just absolute like burning and tingling and freezing.
It's fine on my
It's like-
legs. I'm like kind of fine right now. It's my upper body.
Yeah.
It's like the shoulders.
How's your head feel?
Fine.
How much did you have to amp yourself up for that?
Amp hella.
One more. You can do it, you can do it. All right, we gotta go under together.
Don't. Don't even think about it. To plug my nose. 3, 2.
Do you feel like you conquered your fear of the cold?
I still hate it, but I'm glad I did it.
Would you do cold water therapy or contrast bathing again, you think?
Yeah, definitely. You will not ever catch me hanging out, like chilling in 50-degree water, but it was cool.
I just told Bri, I think that contrast bathing we just did was like the coffee that I didn't have this morning. I didn't have one this morning, but I feel super awake and good right now after doing that. It's really amazing. So if you come here, you got to do contrast bathing, and if you have someone afraid of the cold, you gotta just make them do it. 'Cause Bri even went under. I was
went under.
super shocked, but super proud of her for that. So this right here is the deepest hot spring in the world, and it's beautiful, but you can't get in, otherwise you'll probably cook yourself. Do a nice medium rare. But yeah, in this cozy little town of Pagosa Springs, Colorado is the deepest hot spring in the world. Some amazing hot springs you can actually swim in, and super fun activities like contrast bathing out of our comfort zone. So it's an awesome place and a cool little activity we did this afternoon.
It was awesome, guys. Highly recommend coming here.
See you guys later.
Bye.